Then get one. They're not mine. I don't know what they're for. So you can have one of these. Grab one and move, please. Let's go. All right. Order of operations. We have been doing order of operations since we were in 4th grade-ish.
I don't know this.
That's why we're going to review.
And I'm a 4th grader.
All right, please. Excuse. My dear Aunt Sally. PEMDAS. The first thing we have to remember is to do parentheses or grouping things. The second thing we need to do are exponents. Remember, exponents are repeated multiplication. So if I have 3 to the 2nd power, guys, this means I have a factor of 3 this many times. How many times do I have a factor of 3? 2 times. So that is 3 times 3. So be careful because it's not 3 times 2. If I had 4 to the 3rd power, McKenna, please be quiet. I have a factor of 4 how many times? 3 times. So that's 4 times 4 times 4. Those are exponents. It's not 12. 4 plus 4 plus 4 would be 12, but this is 4 times 4, which is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So it's much more than 12, right? So you may want your multiplication tables today. After we do our exponents, which is like multiplication, we're going to multiply and divide from left to right. So grouping symbols in parentheses, that's like step 1. Step 2 is exponents. Step 3 is multiplying and dividing from left to right. And step 4 is adding and subtracting from left to right. So be sure you've written some bit of notes here on your paper for review so you know what operations to follow in. So Taylor, McKenna, we all need calls home, huh?
No, if you do that, I will drop out of your class.
You can drop it. That sounds nice.
Why don't you just say her I have to my mom will answer.
That's fine. Other people's opinion of me is not my business. What do you need, Allison? I was just about to pull up your grades when this happened. So I tried to get into quizzes and it started yelling at me. So hopefully next hour I'll be able to get them in during my plannings, but I don't know if I'm going to have a computer to use. So I can't tell you for sure. All right. So let's look at some of these. And then you're going to be practicing with these. Our first step is parentheses. Do we have any parentheses or grouping symbols here in number 1? No. So I'm going to go to step 2. Exponents. Do I have exponents? 2 to the power of 3. Is that 2 times 3? Okay, guys, you can close your Chromebooks because no one needs them right now. This is not 2 times 3. It's a factor of 2 how many times? 3 times. What's 2 times 2? 4. Times 2 is 8. So I have 8 minus 4 times 5 divided by 10. That's 2. I've done my exponents. Now I'm moving from multiplication and division from left to right. So 4 times 5 is what? 20. Notice I'm bringing everything down with each step here. Multiplication and division. So I'm not quite done with step 3. What's 20 divided by 10? 2. So I have 8 minus 2, which is what? 6. That is my final answer there. Okay.
Are you having a problem?
Yeah.
Her computer died half.
I tried to get into quizzes and
It died.
Oh,
It died.
it's just in there.
you took an ad.
Yeah.
I was like trying to X out of it.
It's like that.
And look at that. So you can X out of that. Here I
What
thought
site
it
were
was
you
like
going to?
quizzes.
Is it?
That's okay. Good. Maybe I typed in the wrong spelling of it. Or something.
Yeah. It's just an ad to
Okay.
make people click it. Yeah, they're ads to scare you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. I kind of like it was like repeating it over and over
Yeah.
again too, and they were all like, "Huh?"
It's like typing your stuff.
Okay. Thank you guys. All right, crisis averted. You can have your quiz grades put in next hour now. Well, then you probably should. It's online in Google Classroom. You're gonna want to follow that. All right. So here, do I have any grouping symbols or parentheses? So I need to do that first. What's 1 plus 7? Notice I'm gonna bring everything down. Do I have any exponents? No exponents here. Do I have multiplication and division? Well, I have division, so I need to do that now. What's 8 divided by 2? 4. What's 15 minus 4? 11. So far, so good. So these are going to get a little bit more challenging as we go here. Okay, so let's look at something like number 7. Guys, stop. All right, what do I need to do first in number 7? I do have parentheses. Inside my parentheses, I have exponents and subtraction. What do I do first?
You will add and subtract and then multiply them.
Nope, I have to do my exponents first. Is this 3 times 2? No, it's a factor of 3 twice. What is 3 times 3? 9. What's 9 minus 7? 2. So now I have 2 to the 5th power. Guys, the talking needs to stop.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm a little one. I can't control it.
Now, we have a factor of 2 how many times? 2, 3, 4, 5. So every 2 times 2 is 4, right? What's 4 times 4? 16 times 2 is, so I have 32 plus 30 divided by 2. Am I gonna add or divide? Divide, good. What's 30 divided by 2? 15. So now I have to add that to 32. What's 32 plus 15? Excellent. 47. right, let's look at number 10. First of all, we have to look at our numerator and denominator as groupings. So our fraction bar can be a grouping symbol as well, because we have to do the top, everything on the top. We have to do everything on the bottom. And then what does a fraction bar really mean? Do you remember? Divided by. So we have to do the top divided by the bottom. So let's look at the top. We have exponent, put your hand down. We've got parentheses, we've got another exponent inside the parentheses, and addition. What do I have to do first? We're just looking at the top. The exponent that's in the parentheses, good. So I have a factor of 2 4 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is what? 16. So 16 plus 21. What's 16 plus 21? 37. And I have 64 minus 37, right? 64. 8 times 8. 8 squared is a factor of 8 twice.
That's my mom at home.
Hey.
Please be my mommy. Please be my daddy. Please be my mom.
Okay, I'd love to. Oh, I would love for that too. Thank you. She said, "Can you send Emily Lobb down?" And I'm like, "What?" McKenna would like the office.
Yeah. Wait, do I bring my stuff?
Sure, I don't know.
No, you're here.
So 64 minus 37. I have to borrow. 14 minus 7 is 7. So 27 is on top. I did all that work. That was just the top of my fraction bar.
So do we pass out in sugar?
Look at the bottom. I have 24 minus 7 times 3. So do I do 24 minus 7 and then times 3? No, I have to multiply first. What is 7 times 3? What is 24 minus 21? 3. So I'm saying the top is 27, the bottom is 3. Can we do this? Good. 27 divided by 3 is 9. All that for 9.
Why are you doing this extra column if they don't even have colors on it? It's like ripping us off. The other side.
Now, your two sides are going to match. You're going to find somewhere that matches. So let's look at pink. What do I have to do first for pink? Parentheses. 48 minus 3 is what? 45. Now I've got to figure out my exponent. What's 3 times 3 times 3?
No.
It's actually 27. 27 times 4 minus 45. Well, what's 27 times 4? Well, we know 25 times 4 is 100, right? So we have an extra 2 times 4 is 8, so 108. 108 minus 45.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that 63? What's 5 squared? 5 squared is 5 times 5, right? That's 25. 25 minus 18 is what? 7. So on the top we had 63. On the bottom we had 7. What's 63 divided by 7? 9. If we didn't get something that was over here, see how these are equal to 9? They match. So everywhere we see the number 10, we're going to color it pink. So figure out the first column, then you're gonna go through. If you don't get something that was in the first column on the right, you need to go back and either check the left or check your work on the right. Make sure you're following the order of operations. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so you've got about 15 minutes or so to get a good start on this. We'll work some more tomorrow on it.